Today I'm talking with Debra Eck and Jennifer Schlick, and they are the creative directors and the masters of Women Create the exhibit and the organization. It's an initiative to support women and artists in the local area. It does kind of span quite an area though, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first year we did it, we had an artist from Ohio, Eastern Ohio, who said, "Can I submit?" And we said, "Sure." So we've had artists from as far away as Rochester and Conneaut, Ohio.
Cool. We're filming this downtown Jamestown at the 3rd on 3rd Gallery. It's right next to the Reg, if you don't know. And this is where the Jurors and Founders, if I said that correctly, exhibit is going to be, and that's from 5 to 7. The main showcase is actually at Dykeman-Young on 2nd Street, 100 East 2nd Street. And there's almost 50 entries.
Yeah, I believe there are 46,
47
artists,
artists.
66 pieces.
How exciting is that to have that many entries?
Oh, it's a blast.
It's fun for us, less fun for the juror, because she has to sift through all of that and make some sort of cohesive statement about art in the region. So
Yeah, I think there were over 60 women who submitted work. So not everybody's work, unfortunately, could be included in the show because there's only so much space. And each juror, it's been fun each year to watch how the different jurors go about picking a show. From any body of submitted work, you could have 4 or 5 different shows depending on who the juror is. So it's always been very interesting.
Cool. Yeah, you started it back in 2012. What exactly prompted you to start something like this?
So what really happened was I read an article online about the Swan Day organization, which is the Support Women Artists Now. It's an initiative designed to recognize women in the arts. And I talked to Shane at Infinity, who's always up for pretty much anything arts related, and we put on a women's art market. So we invited women to come and sell their work to the community.
And that was actually in 2011 that happened.
And so that was sort of this jumping off point. So Jennifer and I were both there, and Len Barry from the Reg came over and said, "Hey, we have this new gallery space. How about if you did an exhibit to go along with it?" So
We said, book us in
so
for
we
next
said,
year.
okay, next year in March we'll do an exhibit. Probably if we'd realized what we were getting ourselves into, we might not have said that, but you know, we jumped in feet first, and here we are.
And actually, we jumped in with more than just feet first, because we said, oh, a juried exhibit, that's not enough work. Let's also write a grant to the Cattaraugus County Arts Council, and let's create a new work of art during that month that the exhibit is going on.
So we ran a series of 4 or 5 workshops where women and young girls from the community came in and made an art. We made an installation of photo books of women working in their studios because it wasn't enough effort just to put on an exhibit. And then we added the salons, which are really our favorite part of the show because it gives you a chance to get inside the mind, the creative mind.
And we're excited because we're going to be displaying flag books again at the 2016 over at the Dykeman-Young. So when they were created in 2012, they were only shown on closing night here. So only a handful of people got to see them. So we're excited to bring them back and put them on display again. But yeah, the salons. Get back to the salons. Really our favorite part.
Right. Well, so what exactly have you learned from all that, besides the fact that, you know, it's fun to just kind of jump head first or whatever, and see what comes of it.
Yeah, I think if you knew before you started what you were getting yourself into, you'd never start anything new, because if you could see the hurdles ahead of you.
Sort of like having children. Deb and I are fond of saying, seemed like such a good idea at the time. But it's...
I feel like a lot of projects are like that.
Yeah, twice, but we're glad we did it. We have met some incredible women. And I think the thing that's the most fun for me is how appreciative they are. I've never done any kind of volunteer work before where I have heard the words thank you as many times as I do when I'm doing Women Create. They're just amazing women.
That actually leads me to the next question. What does it mean to you to be able to put something like this on and inspire women like that?
I think, I mean, for me as an artist and a curator, women are still, you know, massively underrepresented in serious exhibits and juried exhibits and solo exhibitions. So, you know, it's a biennial, so on the years when we don't have a biennial show, I usually have a women's invitational show, and all of those shows have come out of meeting artists through the biennial show. So it's really allowed me to sort of pick out a few artists and really highlight their work, match them up with an international artist or a national artist, and give them a little bit bigger exposure. But yeah, I mean, the thing that's amazing is just how excited they are. I mean,
and it's always such a wide range of people that end up in the show. This year, our youngest artist is 16 years old. She's from Casadega High School. Our oldest was 94, Gail Choate Johnson, who passed away just days after we put together, you know, who was going to be in the show. So 16 to 94, and then all levels of experience. Some of the artists have exhibited widely. Some of them, this is the very first time they've been in a show, and they are so excited.
It's so incredibly exciting for them to see their work in a gallery next to other artists' work. That sort of affirmation, that recognition, being able to call yourself by the name artist. For some of them, that's really the first time that happens for them. So, and
we try to give them a very professional experience. You know, we have the website, and we've done postcards and posters, and I have to mention that we have the most amazing publicist in Pat Breiniger, who makes a real effort to get news out to each and every town from which an artist comes, and has it customized. So, you know, we ask them, what's your local newspaper, and she customizes each news release and sends it to their hometown paper. So we try to give them that very professional experience.
Yeah, the website is amazing. Like, you have every artist with a little blurb and a picture, and it's very well done.
And this year I'm very excited too about, both Deb and I are lifetime Girl Scouts. So we put together a little patch program, that they can earn a little gallery patch by coming to the gallery and doing some of the activities. And we made it simple for young girls. You know, find an artist who comes from the same town as you came from, or notice the difference between the different kinds of media. Find something that's painted, find a photograph, find something that was formed, you know, three-dimensional. So we already have 2 troupes who have signed up to come and see the artwork, and I'm excited about introducing these very young girls. I think we need to kind of educate young people about being art appreciators, and this is one way we hope to do that.
Oh, good. All right. The official opening, like I said, is that Dykeman-Young Gallery, 100 East 2nd Street. And that's from 7 to 9 p.m. There's a opening reception before that here at 3rd on 3rd, right on 3rd Street, obviously. And that's from 5 to 7 p.m. And that's the founders and jurors. And there's going to be I'm skipping something.
So
they're
here,
open to the public.
right,
And
so
free.
everything's free and open to the public. If you come downtown at 5, we'll have drinks and nibbles here in the 3rd on 3rd gallery. But I am turning the lights off and closing the doors at 7 o'clock, and
Running down.
we'll be walking around the block to Dykeman-Young, and we have fabulous catering and a cash bar at that reception.
Yeah.
The Juror also plans to give a statement at 7:30 over at that gallery, so you can get inside her head about what kind of went into her decision making. So that should be very interesting.
Make sure you make it down there by 7:30,
Yeah,
so you can get a glimpse of that. It's pretty exciting. There's a lot of art to enjoy for one night.
It
but,
is.
It'll be good. So thank you for talking
Thank
with
you.
me.
Hey, thanks.
For including us in your plans.
Check it out. I'll have all the links down below. Like and subscribe.